Hi guys, this is Linda Green. I'm back with another video. This time we're going to talk about Copaiba, also pronounced Copaiba, and it comes in the 15 ml and it comes in a roller bottle, which is super handy. This is grown in Brazil and it's tapped kind of like a maple tree. They put like a funnel kind of thing in it and tap that into the tree, and then they just let it pour out. It's pretty cool to watch a little video about that. So Copaiba, what is this good for? One of the great things that it's good for is if you've got discomfort, you've got a muscle ache, a joint bugging you, some kind of stiffness. That's why I like the roller bottle for that. Then you can just kind of roll it on wherever it's bugging you, and it kind of helps soothe that and calms that. It's also great for a healthy inflammatory response, which I've talked about that before. We have to have some amount of inflammation in our body, but you want it to be at a healthy rate. You don't want to have too much inflammation because that can cause all kinds of crazy problems. Another thing that this is good for is it may be helpful for liver support. So if I'm not mistaken, I think the liver is right here. So you can just, tip the bottle, rub it on. There again, you can use this for that and just kind of helps to support the liver. Sometimes we get a little bit feeling a little under the weather, like our stomach is bugging us. We feel maybe a little nauseated, and this can really help with that too. One thing that you can do that's super easy is you can just rub this right on your tummy, just like that. You can put this in your hands, breathe it in. Gosh, I forgot how good this smells. And it just is kind of helpful for that, calming that discomfort. So that's a really great handy thing to have. I love these oils. They have so many different things that each one can do that grab 2 or 3 of your favorites and just always have them with you is a good idea because, like I said, they're so versatile in so many different things. Another thing for that kind of nauseated feeling or discomfort in your stomach, you can add a drop or 2 of this in a capsule or even in water and then just drink it and it's fine. The doTERRA one is, it does have the supplement facts on there. So that does mean that you can use this internally. That's maybe a little bit better picture of that. So that's really good to know. Some companies you can't, you just have to know your stuff and what you're looking for and do some research. Sometimes we're having a little bit of respiratory discomfort. There again, you can just put it in your hands, breathe it in, use it in a diffuser, use it on the bottom of your feet. You just can't go wrong using it on the bottom of your feet. That's just a handy thing, just like, okay, I can use pretty much any oil, I think, on the bottom of your feet, and it's going to get where it needs to go. So that's a great way. It's kind of a simple thing to remember, and you don't have to remember 15 different things. Another thing that I recently found out about is that it can be helpful for your hair and for your skin. If you've got some itchy skin going on, I would use this or this. It's got this one has the coconut oil in it already, so it's already kind of diluted and spreadable. Or you can use this and a little bit of the fractionated coconut oil and then just rub it in the area of concern. And if you have like hair troubles, or sometimes you just need some support for your hair, you can add a drop or whatever. Just put some shampoo in your hand, put a little bit in there and just kind of rub it through your hair when you shampoo or even after you shampoo. And that's healthy for your hair. That's a great tip. Like I said, I just recently learned that, so that's really cool. Another thing that this is good for is it may be helpful for cardiovascular support. There again, you can just put it, you can put it right over your heart. You can put it on the bottom of your feet in a capsule like we mentioned before. And when you use it in a capsule, you can put a little bit of the fractionated coconut oil in there. Even a little olive oil you can do, just so you don't get that after effect in your stomach or whatever. It doesn't bother me, but it might to some people. If you're anything like me, sometimes I have trouble getting to sleep. My brain is just like chattering all the time. So this can be really good to kind of help you when you've got those nights when you're just kind of wound up, and it just kind of helps to soothe. So again, use a diffuser, put it on the bottom of your feet, put it in your hands and breathe it in. Put a little bit on the back of your neck or behind your ears, even on your wrists. Those are great places to do that. You can also use this topically on bug bites and things like that. There again, this roller bottle one is so handy for that. Just roll it on. If that's where your problem is, just roll it right on, and super easy. You don't have to overthink it. When I first started learning about essential oils, I was kind of overwhelmed, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But after doing it for so many years, you just find out you don't have to make it too complicated. Just look in a book. That's what I always prefer to do and what I always recommend. But most of them, just put it on. Just get them on you, right? So it might also help some burns and things like that as well. Not only just the bites, but the itchiness and the burns, things like that. So now for my favorite part, emotions. So what does Copaiba help you with as far as emotions go? Well, let's find out. Sometimes we have things that happen in our childhood, so we've got those wounds that we might carry with us, and they just kind of hang on, and we need to let go and release that stuff. And these oils are amazing for letting go of things. This is really, really good for that. Sometimes we feel like we're stuck and we have limitations. Basically, we've put the limitations on ourselves. We've kind of bought into some story that's ridiculous or whatever. Let it go. Just use some of these oils topically, aromatically. They're great for that kind of benefit, for helping you move forward and getting unstuck. So it can help you be more self-aware, more insightful, and maybe more in tune with yourself, and to let go of those limitations, like I said, and to understand your own self-worth, because we all have self-worth. We can't listen to people or things that happened 20 years ago or whatever. We have to let those things go, and these oils can help with those emotional things. Every oil has emotional benefits, which just amazes me. And like I've said before, it is my favorite part of essential oils, because we all have challenges and issues and things that come up, and we all go through emotions. We can go through all kinds of emotions even in one day, even in an hour. Just things that happen driving down the road and somebody's cutting you off or whatever, or you're in a hurry and you've got a deadline. There's just so many emotions that we go through on a daily basis. So we want to be able to work through those the best that we can. So this oil can help us redefine our purpose and gives us clarity and a path to go on, and just kind of clears up some of those negative things that we've talked to ourselves about for so long. We need to clear those things out and just move forward with our lives. So anyway, I love these oils. They are just fascinating to me, and I really appreciate you watching, and I would love it if you would like, subscribe, and even share. There's a lot of people who are looking for answers and looking for some direction in their lives. So anyway, I would love it if you would do that. You guys have a fantastic day. Take care and oil up. Bye.